Every single day, your kidneys quietly filter more than 200 quarts of blood. They remove toxins, balance minerals, control your blood pressure, and they do it without rest, without thanks, without ever asking for a break. But here's the terrifying truth most people never hear. More than 37 million Americans are living with kidney disease right now, and 9 out of 10 don't even know it. By the time the first symptom appears, fatigue, swelling, or back pain, 75% of kidney function is already gone. And once that much is lost, it can never be fully restored. That's the silent nature of this epidemic. You can feel healthy, drink your morning coffee, orange juice, or energy drink, and have no idea that every sip is slowly exhausting your kidneys, the very organs keeping you alive. The dangerous contradiction. The world tells you that your morning drink gives you energy, but what if it's quietly destroying your kidneys? Most so-called healthy drinks, from fancy coffees to fruit juices, are loaded with caffeine, sugar, or acids that silently strain your filters. They spike your blood sugar, dehydrate your cells, and flood your system with toxins your kidneys must fight to remove. You don't feel it today, not tomorrow, but month after month. That hidden damage builds up, until one day you wake up tired, swollen, and your lab results show the truth. Your kidneys are under attack. But here's the good news. The damage isn't inevitable, because when you remove these toxic beverages and start your morning with the right fruits proven to cleanse, protect, and restore your kidneys, you can begin to heal. And today, we'll reveal the top 3. 3 affordable science-backed fruits that can detoxify your kidneys, lower inflammation, and help them filter more efficiently, naturally. It's one of the most dangerous health conditions in the world, not because it strikes fast, but because it hides. 1 in 7 adults already has chronic kidney disease, yet 90% don't even know it. There's no pain, no warning signs, just quiet exhaustion, puffy ankles, and dark circles under the eyes. Symptoms that most people dismiss as just getting older. But it isn't age. It's early kidney damage, slowly unfolding beneath the surface. The silent thief of strength. Your kidneys are built to handle stress, but not abuse. They silently filter waste, balance electrolytes, and maintain healthy blood pressure. But when toxins start to pile up, from processed foods, hidden sugars, and harmful drinks, their filters begin to clog. At first, you don't notice. Then one day, your energy fades. You can't focus. Your legs feel heavier after walking, and that's when the slow collapse begins. Once filtration drops below 30%, toxins start circulating through the bloodstream. The result? Swelling, high blood pressure, and severe fatigue. And when that decline continues, the consequences are devastating. The domino effect nobody talks about. When kidneys weaken, everything weakens. Blood pressure skyrockets, heart disease risk triples, bones lose density, muscles deteriorate, and eventually, many end up on dialysis, 3 times a week, 4 hours at a time, just to survive. Imagine being tied to a machine for the rest of your life, all because no one told you that your morning drink was slowly doing this every single day. But here's the truth. Your kidneys are not beyond saving. They can recover. They can regenerate. When you stop poisoning them and give them the nutrients they were designed to thrive on. And that starts by knowing your enemies. Because before you can heal, you need to know what's hurting you most. Now, let's expose the 4 everyday beverages that are quietly destroying millions of kidneys around the world. The 4 kidney destroyers. The hidden beverages. Silently damaging your kidneys. Most people start their day with one of these drinks. They think it's giving them energy, clarity, focus. But inside their body, something very different is happening. Each sip quietly narrows blood vessels, spikes blood sugar, and forces the kidneys to filter a storm of chemicals they were never built to handle. Let's start with the worst offender. Number 1. Energy drinks. The metabolic grenade. They promise power, but what they deliver is pressure. Energy drinks have become an $86 billion industry, and the truth is shocking. Adults over 50 are now one of the fastest growing groups consuming them. One can contain up to 300 milligrams of caffeine, plus taurine, guarana, and synthetic B vitamins, a cocktail that overdrives your heart and squeezes your kidneys. Caffeine causes vasoconstriction, narrowing the blood vessels that feed your kidneys. When blood flow drops, filtration slows, and when filtration slows, toxins build up. Add 50 to 60 grams of sugar per can, and you have the perfect recipe for insulin spikes and glycation, where sugar molecules stick to your kidney tissues like glue, clogging the very filters meant to clean your blood. The result? Acute kidney injury, sometimes in just weeks. Studies show daily energy drink use can raise creatinine levels within 12 short weeks. And it doesn't stop there. Pre-workout powders, flavored enhanced waters, and even cafe energy shots. They all deliver the same internal shock. Every sip feels harmless. Every can feels normal. But over time, you're burning out the organs that keep your body clean. Number 2. Alcohol. The social poison. It's accepted. It's celebrated. And it's quietly destroying millions of kidneys. 65% of adults over 50 drink alcohol regularly. But alcohol is a direct nephrotoxin, meaning it poisons kidney cells directly. As the kidneys filter ethanol and its toxic byproducts, they generate waves of oxidative stress. This damages the fragile glomeruli, the tiny filters that make up your kidney's structure. It also dehydrates your body, forcing your kidneys to concentrate toxins in less fluid. And over time, this build-up promotes kidney stones and fibrosis, the slow formation of scar tissue that can never be undone. Even 2 drinks per day increase the risk of chronic kidney disease by 18%. The biggest danger? You won't feel it happening. Cooking wines, alcohol-based tinctures, even mouthwashes, they all count, and they all contribute to the same silent destruction. Now let's move to the next hidden culprit, the one most people grew up believing was healthy. But for adults over 50, it may be silently straining your kidneys every single morning. Number 3. Dairy milk, the acid load trap. For decades, we were told milk builds strong bones, that it's the perfect food. But for adults over 50, that same glass of milk can quietly be wearing your kidneys down, day after day, without a single warning sign. Here's why. The phosphorus problem. Dairy milk is loaded with phosphorus, a mineral that becomes toxic when your kidneys can't clear it efficiently. In a young, healthy body, phosphorus supports bone and heart function. But as we age and filtration slows, that same nutrient turns harmful. Your kidneys must work overtime to remove it. When phosphorus levels stay high, your body releases a hormone called FGF23 to try and restore balance. But elevated FGF23 has a dark side. It hardens arteries, weakens bones, and accelerates kidney decline. So the very thing you thought was strengthening you may actually be breaking you down from the inside out. The acidic burden. Here's what most people never realize. Animal-based proteins, like those in milk, produce metabolic acids when digested. Your kidneys are responsible for neutralizing that acid and keeping your blood's pH stable. But when you consume these foods daily, they're forced to buffer acid continuously, a process that drains minerals and weakens filtration over time. The result? Low-grade inflammation, fatigue, and slowly shrinking kidney function. Plant-based proteins, by contrast, create far less acid and allow the kidneys to breathe. That's why many people see an improvement in their kidney labs after switching from dairy to plant-based alternatives. The hidden sources. You miss dairy hides in more than just milk. It's in protein powders, coffee creamers, baked goods, and even certain medications that use lactose as a filler. You may think you're avoiding it, but it sneaks in through your daily habits. One patient's story illustrates it best. A 63-year-old woman saw her phosphorus levels drop and her GFR stabilize within 2 months of cutting out dairy completely and replacing it with unsweetened almond milk. She didn't change her medications. She simply stopped burdening her kidneys with acid and phosphorus, and her body responded. So before you reach for that glass of milk tomorrow morning, remember this: it's not just what you eat, it's what your kidneys must pay to process it, and that price may already be too high. Number 4, sugar-sweetened beverages, the number one kidney destroyer. They're everywhere, on every shelf, in every refrigerator. Sodas, sweetened teas, fruit juices, sports drinks. The average American consumes 39 pounds of added sugar each year, and most of it comes from what they drink. And sugar doesn't just harm your waistline, it's the leading cause of kidney failure worldwide. The vicious sugar cycle. When you drink something sweet, your blood sugar spikes instantly. Insulin surges. Then, as levels crash, you crave more sugar, and the cycle repeats. Over time, your cells stop responding to insulin. That's called insulin resistance, the gateway to type 2 diabetes, which is the number one cause of kidney failure. The damage happens silently. Sugar molecules attach to proteins inside your blood vessels, creating sticky compounds called advanced glycation end products, AGEs. These AGEs inflame and scar the delicate tissues of the kidneys, reducing filtration capacity and starving them of oxygen and nutrients. The uric acid trigger. There's another danger most people never suspect. Nearly every sweetened beverage, especially those made with high fructose corn syrup, creates uric acid when metabolized. Too much uric acid crystallizes inside your kidney tubules. Those sharp crystals scratch and inflame your tissues, increasing your risk of kidney stones by 40%. It's like tiny shards of glass cutting through your filters. And once that process begins, it doesn't stop easily. The hidden sources. You'd never guess, even so-called healthy drinks aren't innocent. Bottled smoothies can contain 50 grams of sugar, more than 2 candy bars. Kombucha? Often 20 grams per serving. And that fresh orange juice you thought was healthy? It has more sugar than soda, but none of the fiber to slow it down. 2 sugary drinks a day increase the risk of chronic kidney disease by 60% in just 7 years. The takeaway. The truth is simple. Your kidneys can't handle this constant flood. Every sip forces them to neutralize acid, filter sugar, and remove waste at double speed. And when they can't keep up, damage builds. If you remember one thing, let it be this: the most dangerous drink is the one that feels harmless, and the most powerful choice is to replace it with something that heals. Because what you drink can either shorten your life or save it. Now that you know the 4 silent destroyers, it's time to discover the 3 fruits that do the opposite. The ones that actively cleanse, protect, and regenerate your kidneys every single morning. Let's start with the first, a fruit loaded with antioxidants, known to repair the very cells energy drinks and sugar destroy. Number 3, grapes, the cellular protector. They look small, simple, ordinary, but inside every grape is a compound that can help your kidneys do something truly remarkable: repair themselves. This compound is called resveratrol. It's a natural polyphenol found mostly in the skins of red and purple grapes, and it acts like armor for your kidney cells. The silent shield against damage. Every day, your kidneys are bombarded with oxidative stress, tiny bursts of damage caused by sugar, toxins, and poor circulation. Over time, these microscopic hits weaken your filters and inflame the delicate tissues inside them. Resveratrol helps stop that process. It neutralizes free radicals before they can do harm, reducing oxidative stress in kidney cells by up to 60%. It also activates special proteins called sirtuins, the same longevity regulators that scientists believe help cells survive under stress and repair themselves faster. That means, with each handful of grapes, you're not just eating a fruit, you're feeding your kidneys the nutrients they need to recover from years of silent damage. More than just antioxidants. Grapes also contain flavonoids like quercetin and catechins, which reduce inflammation and lower levels of C-reactive protein, a key marker of kidney inflammation, by as much as 22%. And here's something even more important: they improve circulation, keeping blood vessels flexible and open, so your kidneys receive more oxygen and nutrients with every heartbeat. That's why people who eat grapes regularly often see not just better kidney numbers, but lower blood pressure and improved energy too. How to use them: eat 1 cup of red or purple grapes every morning. Choose organic when possible. Avoid raisins and grape juice. Both are concentrated in sugar and lack the water and fiber your kidneys need. Fresh, whole grapes are best. Simple, natural, healing. Now let's move to the next one. A small, tart fruit famous for preventing infections, and powerful enough to stop kidney scarring before it begins. Number 2, cranberries, the infection fighter. They're tiny, tart, and often overlooked. But for your kidneys, cranberries are nothing short of protective armor. Most people only think of them around the holidays, in sauces or sweetened juices. But what's hiding inside these red gems can help stop one of the most common and destructive causes of kidney damage: infection. The hidden enemy. Every year, millions of people, especially older adults, develop urinary tract infections. And in many cases, the bacteria responsible, E. coli, doesn't just stay in the bladder. It travels upward, reaching the kidneys, causing inflammation, fever, and scarring that can last forever. But cranberries contain something powerful called proanthocyanidins, or PACs. These unique plant compounds stop E. coli from sticking to the walls of your urinary tract. Instead of clinging and multiplying, the bacteria simply get flushed out. The result? A 35% reduction in recurring urinary infections, and a dramatic drop in kidney inflammation. More than infection prevention, cranberries also deliver a surge of antioxidants and vitamin C, helping your immune system fight off toxins and reduce oxidative stress. They strengthen the thin filtration membranes inside your kidneys, keeping them flexible and resilient. And unlike most fruits, cranberries are naturally low in potassium, only about 80 milligrams per cup, making them one of the safest options for people with kidney concerns who need to watch their potassium intake. That means you can enjoy them daily without putting extra pressure on your kidneys. How to use them? Always choose unsweetened cranberries, fresh, frozen, or 100% pure juice. The tart flavor means the healing compounds are intact. You can blend a handful into a morning smoothie, mix them with sweeter fruits like apples or pears, or add a few drops of natural stevia if you prefer a mild taste. Avoid the sugary cranberry cocktail drinks. They're loaded with the same sugars that harm your kidneys in the first place. Cranberries protect against infection, reduce inflammation, and keep your filtration system strong. And when combined with other cleansing fruits, they amplify the healing even more. Now let's move to the final fruit, one that's been called nature's filter, a fruit that lowers cholesterol, balances blood sugar, and keeps your kidneys clean from the inside out. Number 1. Apples, the everyday protector. It's simple, common, affordable, but inside every crisp apple is one of nature's most powerful defenses against kidney decline. You've heard the saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away." It's not just a phrase, it's biology, because the compounds inside apples directly protect the two most important systems tied to kidney health: blood sugar control and cholesterol balance. How apples clean the blood? Naturally. Apples are rich in pectin, a soluble fiber that binds to cholesterol and bile acids in your digestive tract. Once bound, they're eliminated through waste instead of circulating in your bloodstream. The result? Lower LDL cholesterol, which means less plaque, less vascular stiffness, and more consistent blood flow to your kidneys. That's critical because every beat of your heart pushes blood through those delicate filters. The cleaner the blood, the less stress on your kidneys. The sugar balancer. The second secret of apples lies in how they manage sugar. Unlike juices or processed snacks, apples release glucose slowly. This prevents blood sugar spikes, improves insulin sensitivity, and reduces the inflammation that leads to diabetic kidney disease, the number one cause of kidney failure worldwide. That's why pectin-rich apples, act like a natural buffer, steadying your energy and easing the burden on your kidneys day after day. The power of the peel. Don't peel your apples. The skin holds quercetin, a flavonoid that reduces oxidative damage in kidney cells. It's anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and protective against long-term scarring. And because apples are 85% water and low in potassium, they hydrate the body while staying safe even for people with advanced kidney conditions. 1 apple every morning. Fresh, whole, and with the peel on. No juice, no shortcuts. Just the real fruit. Working quietly to cleanse your blood, protect your kidneys, and rebuild strength from the inside out. Now, let's bring it all together. How to combine these fruits, replace harmful drinks, and create a morning routine that restores your kidneys naturally. The implementation plan, your morning blueprint for kidney healing. Now that you know the truth, you don't need expensive supplements, miracle cleanses, or complex diets. Your recovery begins with what's already in your kitchen, and it starts every morning. Because each morning, your kidneys wake up too. They face a full day of filtering, cleansing, and balancing. What you give them in those first few hours determines whether they heal or struggle. The morning routine that works. Step 1. Start the day clean. Before anything else, drink a tall glass of water, plain, filtered, and room temperature. This wakes up your kidneys and prepares them to filter efficiently. Then, within the first hour of waking, reach for your first fruit, a fresh apple with the peel. This begins cholesterol binding, stabilizes blood sugar, and primes your kidneys to detox gently. Step 2. Midday. Support. Around midday, when fatigue or cravings hit, that's your signal to feed your kidneys again. Enjoy a small serving of unsweetened cranberries or pure cranberry juice. It'll support your immune system, flush bacteria, and protect against infection, a shield your kidneys quietly depend on. Step 3. Afternoon regeneration. By late afternoon, when circulation starts slowing, eat your cup of red or purple grapes. Their antioxidants and resveratrol keep blood vessels open and reduce oxidative stress inside your kidneys. Together, these 3 fruits form a triple shield, cleansing, protecting, and repairing your filtration system without a single pill. Replace the destroyers. This is where transformation begins. Replace every sugary or caffeinated drink with water infused with apple slices, cranberries, or grapes. It hydrates, detoxifies, and gives your kidneys the rest they've been begging for. Energy drinks, replace them with green tea, alcohol, cut back and follow with water, dairy milk, choose unsweetened plant-based milk, and sugary sodas. They're gone. Every harmful drink you remove gives your kidneys another chance to heal. Your next step starts tomorrow morning. It's not too late. Kidney disease isn't a death sentence. It's a warning. And warnings can save lives when we listen. So start small. Replace 1 drink. Add 1 fruit. Build 1 habit. Because every choice you make after waking either adds years to your kidneys or takes them away. Your turn. Now it's your moment. Tell me in the comments, which of these fruits will you start with first? Apples for balance, cranberries for protection, grapes for repair. I read every comment, and I love hearing your stories of recovery. If this message helped you, please share it with someone who needs it. You might change their life. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, so you never miss another life-changing health tip, because your kidneys can heal. And it all begins with the first fruit you eat tomorrow morning.